Hi there, this is Pete Howard, Director of Concert Posters for Heritage Auctions. And wow, what can we say? We're on the top of Mount Everest now, aren't we? This from the David Swartz Concert Poster Collection. Can you imagine a concert poster like this? Okay, well how about this? Hanging in the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art, known as the Met. Oh my goodness, right? Well, this has, and we have photos to show you as well. Wow, this is, not to mention the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland as well. As you see and as you know, Buddy Holly and the ill-fated Winter Dance Party Tour of early 1959. And my goodness, this is the Friday night show, and Monday night after Clear Lake, the plane went down. So this is very close to the actual, tragedy, rock and roll's first tragedy. And this poster is just the pinnacle of the hobby. Let's face it. I mean, we sold the Tuesday night show, Moorhead, Minnesota. Heritage auctioned it off for $447,000. Still the world record for any concert poster. And, it's just so touching. Don McLean and his song American Pie, and The Day the Music Died. My goodness, Buddy Holly, obviously Ritchie Valens, and the Big Bopper all perished in that plane crash. But, for Friday night, January 30th, for this very advertising window card, they all played. They were on stage and played. They played about 10 shows before the plane crash, so just incredibly special. And, boy, it's just so close to my heart because I actually once owned this poster. It was in Pete's collection a long time ago, and I actually run through the provenance in the description online and in the catalogs, but it's just so close to my heart. But us collectors, things eventually move along, just like this is from David Swartz's collection. So, wow. And there's only one that exists from the Laramar Ballroom. So check out that incredible venue box. You just have to love the visuals. The Laramar Ballroom in Fort Dodge, the way it's rolling lettering and everything. And then admission $1.50 with those 7-Up logos. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, remember those little green bottles of 7-Up we used to drink back then? If you're old enough, of course. And then, sort of a killer line there, dancing teenagers only. Wow, balcony reserved for adult spectators. Can you just imagine? Rock and roll in the 50s was such a teenage phenomenon. Wow, it really was. And so if you were like, above 20, you couldn't dance down on the floor. You got in cheaper and you had to sit in the balcony. Just unimaginable, in the modern age, but so fun to think back and know that was really real. Just amazing. So, gosh, I wonder, how many were made of this? How many the promoter had printed with the Fort Dodge information. It was only a city of about 28,000 in the late 50s. And so, what do they have? A couple dozen, 50 or whatever. But, once again, you had that thing. Doesn't matter how many were made. All of them were thrown away after the shows. And that's why this is just so incredibly rare and desired by serious collectors. And you got that iconic design, right, of the yellow plus black and white looking just marvelous, and the faces of the musicians and great song titles. We can't forget that. It's just so great that it says Chantilly Lace on there instead of his new single, Big Bopper's Wedding. I mean, lots of times concert promoters would put the current single on to help push along the record, but fortunately they went for the big one with Chantilly Lace. And how about Ritchie, and Buddy Holly, of course. Buddy has Peggy Sue on there, thank goodness, instead of his current single, which was Heartbeat. And we all like Heartbeat if we like Buddy, but come on, Peggy Sue is just the song. And then Ritchie Valens gets 2 songs, Donna and Come On, Let's Go. And oh my goodness. By the way, I don't know if you've heard, but they're preparing a new life story for Ritchie Valens for theatrical release. So all us rock and roll collectors and fans really love hearing that news. Even Dion had a hit by his name with I Wonder Why. So, wow. So I think it's safe to say this is your last chance to get a Winter Dance Party concert poster for which the musicians actually played, because only 3 exist from before the crash, and we've sold the other 2. We auctioned off January 25, Mankato, Minnesota, and we auctioned off February 1st, Green Bay, Wisconsin, and now this one, January 30th. And you know how rare these things are? So this is the fourth one Heritage has auctioned off. Nobody has stepped forward with one from their closet. All of these we've known about for decades. Nobody said, oh my gosh, 6 figures? Wait a minute, I've got one of those. Look how often it happened to the Beatles Shea Stadium poster, like 5 times. No new ones have been discovered since Heritage has been lucky enough to start auctioning them. So, yeah, I think I can sort of safely say this is your last opportunity to get, the Winter Dance Party concert poster from when all the musicians actually played. There's 1 or 2 from after Moorhead or after the plane crash. So, my goodness. Wow. And you do get a bonus with this lot, by the way, since it was displayed at the Play It Loud exhibit at the New York Met. Such an important opening that even Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin showed up, and there was lots of great musical instruments. We will include a sealed copy of that book from the Met called Play It Loud, in which this poster is pictured inside. All part of the David Schwartz concert poster collection on Tuesday, December 3rd. So to check it out more, just visit ha.com/7383.